Here's where I want to kind of transition over to the injury discussion, because we just found out that Rome Odunze, he's not going to play today, or he's not going to play this week. And, he looks like he's probably had those foot issues for the last couple of weeks because he's really fallen off. But with him, his game plan has been he's about 12 to 15 yards deep every play. Now with him out, you're going to have Luther Burden and DJ Moore. So are the Bears going to adjust their passing game? So it's going to be more crossers, and is Hafley going to be able to adapt on the fly? Do you think those corners are going to be set up? Because this is just new information. Do you think they're going to be able to schematically and adjust for it before Sunday?
Are we on to the injury thing?
And this is the injury. Yes.
Dave just said we're switching to injury.
Okay, we're going to play the video and it threw me off.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay. This is Dave's job. He's a Bears fan, so he's supposed to try to wreck the show by
great job.
You see, Bears fans, we build upon thoughts and we create additional thoughts because we know how to think, my friend.
All those thoughts are totally sausage.
Bears,
field
sausage,
instead.
No. There's an F in front of that one, said I assure you, my friend.
Jim Harbaugh.
So there's a couple of major injuries here for the Bears. So Dave, tell us how these Bears injuries are going to affect the outcome of the game first. That's what I want to hear from you. Which injuries are going to have the most outcome?
Everyone that wants to talk fantasy and everything else that really doesn't know, that'll focus as much on the strategy of it, they're going to say Rome Odunze being gone is going to be a big loss for the Bears. But he really hasn't played. He hasn't caught that many passes. He hasn't got that many yards over the last couple of weeks because we've been leaning on the run game. So I think that losing Rome really isn't going to be that big of a loss for us, because I think this is just going to allow us to give God, that's a terrible
Luther Burden and
yeah.
DJ.
Oh, not just them, it's also going to be Mr. Loveland. He's going to be able to thrive. So that gives him more targets.
One of your 18 tight ends on the roster.
Well, we have two pretty solid tight ends who can catch. And they're also pretty good at blocking, too.
And Caleb's been throwing to Loveland a lot more recently, not to Rome. He doesn't really use his wide receivers.
Yep.
So it's been running back catches. It's been tight end catches. It's been a few good plays to receivers down the field. But I got to say, Dave, that's kind of the defense that Hafley wants to play. He wants you to play underneath. He wants you to throw the running backs. He wants you to throw to tight ends. And he cuts everything off the top. So it's kind of like the Bears system and the Packers system are both doing what each other wants to do. So what's the thing that's going to change it? What's the thing that's going to make the difference based on that injury to Odunze? Do you think Caleb is going to be more aggressive when it comes to throwing to DJ Moore or trying to get deep balls with him? Or do you think he's going to be more conservative throwing underneath to tight ends and running backs?
I think he's actually going to go more towards the intermediate routes with DJ Moore and with Luther Burden.
Screen passes.
Yeah, they really haven't been used that much, but they're both really effective at that.
We saw what happened with the screen pass or the little dump offs to the Lions. They ran a touchdown and just ran our quarterback over. So maybe the Bears are thinking
Valentine will tackle him this time.
Maybe.
He's going to wrap up this time.
Maybe.
He's going to wrap up. I promise.
I'm not promising anything.
He got yelled at quite.
I'm sure he did. That doesn't mean he can learn how to tackle all of a sudden.
Well, he's in the NFL.
He's not a tackling.
But Luther Burden, he's really quick. I think he's going to be aggressive in that over the middle of the field, which should hopefully help Caleb. It doesn't sound like the wind's going to be much of a factor. It's going to be cold.
Cold but not windy.
Yeah, cold but not windy. You're not going to have the rain or snow, anything else. So it should just be a regular game. I think it was on the Footballers they talked about when it's just cold, when it's 15, 20 degrees, it really doesn't affect game plans that much for NFL teams.
No, I mean, they're running around, they're in pads, they're getting hot. It's the wind and wet have way more, I think, of an effect on the game than any kind of temperature. Cold sucks, don't get me wrong, when it gets in your fingers and whatnot and it's harder to catch. But a wet ball or a windy day that affects the throwing of the ball, I think, is a lot more detrimental to the offense. So, yeah, I don't think the offense gets affected too much.
It's really detrimental sucking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. But we do have Mananga. He missed practice on Wednesday, but he's a full participant today. It sounds like he's going to be a go. So we're going to have both of our running backs, which is good. It sounds like Tyreek Stevenson, he's going to be out, but he's really only our number 2 corner.
He is.
And we've been playing without Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon for a lot of the season. Now we have both of them back. And Nashawn Wright's been a solid number 2 DB. So I think we lost
We're
Steve.
trying to distract the view.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
I was trying to run it.
No, but we lost our number 2 cornerback. But I think that we have enough depth right now to where the other guys who filled in when our 1 and 3 were out the rest of the season.
Yeah.
This is the end of the season. This is where it starts to pay off dividends. So I think losing Stevenson isn't that bad. I think we're going to be in pretty good shape. How about
That's true. I think the Bears are thinking about their dividends. They're thinking about like their stocks, like their vacations. Well, Jordan Love is like, do whatever you want. We just played the Lions defense, which is amazing.
Now,
He didn't care. He's like, do whatever you want.
Now,
I'm going to throw it to Wicks.
to be fair
every
to
play.
Dave, he has been playing without most of his cornerback room for the majority of the year, which has allowed a lot of big plays. But that doesn't change the fact that your defensive line is terrible.
Yep.
And that doesn't change the fact that your linebackers are terrible against the run.
we don't have our linebackers still?
Oh,
We have one of our
out?
linebackers
Okay.
coming back.
So Edmonds is decent against the pass, bad against the run. So he's still out. So and who's the other guy that's still out, Dave? The other linebacker that's out. The
50.
rookie, or is he second year?
Oh no, it's not Hippolyte.
Oh, it's not.
It's the
Okay.
other 2. We had 2 starting linebackers who
Okay.
had been out. 53. He's coming back, but the issue is going to be still, even with everyone back, we're not going to get the pass rush that we want against Jordan Love. So that's where it's
Yeah.
going to be tough,
And-
where he's going to be able to sit back and
And the
possibly.
Packers line is playing better.
And Jordan Love's
now.
passer rating without pressure is like 118, and I think it's 19 touchdowns to 1 interception this year, Dave.
Yeah.
With no pressure. So now you guys actually blitz a lot more than I realized, probably
Yeah.
because of that defensive line. You guys are, I think, in the top 9 as far as blitz
Yep.
rate, right?
Mm.
So Jordan Love definitely needs, in the offensive line, definitely need to make some differences. But I'm going to talk about some injuries that are going to make a big difference if they do play, which is 1 Matthew Golden and 1 Jaden Reed. Now we've had Dobbs and Watson and Wicks all play really well in the Detroit game, but those 3 guys don't fit into the slot role. Both Reed and Golden are the slot receiver. When you have a blitz coming and you want a quick read, the most dangerous guy to get it to is your slot receiver, especially Jaden Reed, who fit that role extremely well last year before he got hurt. So if he comes back in this game, I can see Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love cooking something up where they're getting quick passes.
That's
to Reed.
true, but if you notice last game against the Lions, the Packers just lined up these stacks and started just running outs.
They did.
You know what I mean?
They did.
Like
They
they're
started
like, hey,
running outs.
normally in West Coast, you just like running these slants and stuff. The Packers don't do that. I mean, they do a
Well-
little bit, but they're running all these little stack and out passes just to get guys open against mostly man. But
almost
they
predominantly,
yeah.
man. But the
Right.
Bears don't play predominantly man, do they, Dave? What's the average man versus zone coverage?
yeah.
you
What's
think
the exact
that they
percentage?
play?
Oh, the exact percentage?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't know the exact
Just-
percentage.
just-
I'm just saying.
guess,
And the
just
Dennis
guess.
Allen defense, from what I understand, it's more zone based.
Yeah, it's a lot more zone based.
Yeah, it's
Damn it.
more zone based.
They're hoping for some man.
Yeah, so Dennis Allen likes to blitz, and when you blitz, you usually play zone
Yep.
because if you play man,
Right.
there's too many open. There's too many
Unless
open
you have
lanes.
really good DBs that are
Yeah. So that in that man-based coverage, we didn't really have a lot of man beaters, but in zone, larger wide receivers can help, but the slot wide receiver becomes the most dangerous receiver in a
True.
blitz package. And we haven't had a slot wide receiver, it feels like, all year. So I'm really excited to see if they come back. It's still an if. We don't know for sure.
Yes, question.
But I want to see, dude, I really want to see Jaden Reed.
If he comes back, he might be the number 1 target in the game.
I mean, they might bring him back slowly because he had 2 injuries, remember? Not just
Yeah,
one,
he's really
right?
injured. But the thing
Yeah.
is that, like you said, for whenever before Reed got hurt, his PFF rating was like an 89, and Jordan Love just found him
Yeah.
whenever he needed like a big play.
And I
So,
will
like,
say this again: Jaron Reed, to my eye test, is the best wide receiver in that locker room.
He
as far
carries
as
the
I've
G
seen.
really
Yes,
well.
he carries the G. So I really want to see him play. So that's a big injury. Now we know Wyatt is out on our defensive line, but we know our linebackers are back. The one that might make a difference, as Doug stated earlier, is the
That's
secondary, right? So you talked about potentially Bullard missing the game.
he might miss. He's been
Yeah.
struggling in practice. His listen is questionable, which is much better
Yeah.
than out. So he might try to play through it and play. But he's a really good tackler as a
He's a
defender.
really good downhill tackler.
Yeah.
Like
In the running game.
He's a tiny linebacker, is what he
Yeah,
is.
he's
right?
a mini linebacker.
He's a mini linebacker. So on those tight end outs and those running back outs, Bullard is all over that. So if
Yeah.
we miss him, I could see the Bears shifting to a few more of those passes,
But-
trying to get Swift out, right, or trying to get Burton out.
But
quickly.
the camera just moved to me. Hello, camera.
like-
But Evan Williams, I think this is his coming out party this year because Xavier McKinney came in as this big free agent, right? At the time, they're like he might be the best safety in the league. He played amazing last year. They thought
Yeah.
about him like in the running for like player of the year on defense, right?
Yeah.
This year, McKinney's kind of like missing, but like mostly because maybe people won't pass towards his side of the field. But he's also made a bunch of mistakes. Evan Williams, on the other hand, might be better than Xavier McKinney.
Whoa, pump the brakes, dude.
Yeah, that-
No, well, think about this. It's his second.
How many of these have you had?
It's his second.
Carry the William.
It's his second. It's his second season, and he's already this year playing kind of better than McKinney now in his second season.
Fair enough. Evan Williams, as far as coverage grade goes, is fantastic.
But in the run game, he's
But
been good too.
he has been better.
He's been better than Xavier McKinney in the run game. I'm
Okay,
telling you right
Xavier
now.
McKinney has proven he's one of the best
Yes,
tacklers.
but this year
in the
he's-
NFL,
yes. But
let
this
alone
year,
just to say
But this
McKinney.
year, Xavier McKinney's been bad. And
I understand that he's
this
not,
year, I'm telling you, he's been bad, and
Okay.
and Evans has been pretty good.
Okay, I just look. They're both Packers. I love them both. But
I'm
Xavier
just saying
McKinney,
that, like, if you didn't know who they were this year,
Right.
you would say Evan Williams is the better
for
player.
the last 3 years, Xavier McKinney has been the best tackling safety
Yeah,
in the NFL.
That's great, but
So,
you know what I care
can we
about?
just
Not
chill?
that.
Let's just chill.
I care about now.
Let's just chill. Evan Williams, I love you. This is not hate. Just chill on saying he's better than Xavier McKinney.
I'm not saying he's better. I'm saying
Okay.
he's getting to the point where you could argue that.
He has impressed me greatly, considering where he was drafted. right?
Yes, and zero
Considering that
expectations.
He comes out of a mostly offensive
Xavier McKinney,
school.
huge expectations.
Well, yeah.
Huge payroll. Evan Williams, zero expectations, and this year playing better than X. So
And
that's just
honestly,
the situation.
There's not a ton of Oregon Duck defenders that do really well. Oh crap! I did it again, Dave. It really likes you.
It really does like
It did not.
Sure back.
It
It just
All
wants
right.
it just wants some
Now
power.
enough about injuries. Now we're like, Steve, come here, bitch. Let's go. Now we're going to talk about the next phase. Play the video, so at least we can cut it off.